Dad and I are in a race on FM26 to take these two clubs that almost went extinct all the way to become Premier League champions. And so far, after 2 seasons, we both find ourselves getting promoted as champions, one after the other, from the Enterprise National League, with my dad having an extra year's experience in the division above me, surviving in 12th place. So I need to match that and hope that I don't fall behind again this season, because there are 4 promotion spots from this division. And after the amazing start we've had, there are already clubs coming in for us to take over. As after Dad was approached by Birmingham, I had 2 clubs in myself, but we ain't here for the short term. While Dad was bringing in new players and looking at adjusting his budgets to bring in more, I had a huge problem back in Morecambe. Because apparently we failed financial fair play and had been put under a transfer embargo, so there'll be no more signings. Luckily, before that happened, I did manage to sneak in and sign Tommy McDermott, who is without a club before, to play in midfield. So for now, we gotta hope that the team that we were promoted with is good enough, as we've got Dad early on as well. And in a very cagey back and forth match at Roots Hall, the game stayed at a deadlock 0-0 draw, and not a lot of excitement. However, one of us has started the season in slightly better form than the other has, and that's prompted Dad to make some tactical tweaks. Well, Dad, 3 transfers in for you.
Yeah.
I had a quiet weekend transfer window because of the transfer embargo. Yeah. Failed FFP. Oops. So, yeah, we got to try and survive without signing any other players.
Gonna make it hard for you then, really.
Yeah. You've only signed 1, though, on a free transfer, and 2 loans. Nashordo Gibbs was the player that you brought in on a free transfer. Not an amazing player.
No, not an amazing, but it's just to make the numbers up, really. I lost quite a few players, I think, with the new contracts and all that. So I was a bit short in the squad-wise. So, yeah, I've got this guy in, only 21, so he'll help the squad out. He's got 1 game, 1 goal, so can't be bad.
Then 2 loan signings.
Yes.
These are good deals.
Yes.
These are a lot better deals from what we were trying to find beforehand. So we got Roman Egan Riley coming in from Spurs on loan, centre-back option there. Good, obviously, potential, but he's only 20, so with the 1-year loan deal that you got.
Yeah, I mean, he can use both feet. He's more right-footed than anything, but he can use both feet, so ideal for that position, really.
Yeah, and then we finally got Alfie Hutchinson from
I've signed him on my
Newcastle.
birthday, the day of my birthday, so that was a good signing for me, really. Happy birthday, Ian. Good winger, I feel.
18 years old, looks a good talent. Got 2 assists already with 1 goal. Very pacey.
Yeah.
And can jump as well. So back post headers, here we go. I mean, he's good dribbling, first touch, finishing ability. Not a bad player for this level.
Just what I needed, I think.
Yeah, good aggression as well. So if we're looking at it, a few changes then to the tactic.
Yeah, I started the season off with more of an attacking tactic than I wasn't doing too well. So I dropped it back to the same tactics I had last season and just sort of got back to normal again, really.
Yeah.
I was hoping to sort of have a real go at it and see how I got on, but it wasn't working too well at the beginning of the season, as you'll see. And changed it back to this, and it started just leveling off again.
Yeah, okay, well, the fixtures do speak for themselves. We had a 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
So, very entertaining game, as you can see. But not a single win yet.
No.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so... I was in a bit of trouble there, so I had to change it quickly.
I mean, you have played some difficult games. Exeter just been relegated. Salford are one of the better teams in the league. Carlisle came up with us.
Yeah.
That one should be one that you've been trying to win. Northampton also just come down as well. So you are playing all the difficult games. But yeah, there we go. Let's have a look then. I have actually made a sign-in. I don't understand why it's not showing it. But if we go on to my recruitment and the transfer history, it doesn't show anybody that I've signed. But I know I have, because he's in my squad and he wasn't there the season beforehand. So here he is, Tommy McDermott, as you can see. It says I signed him last season. I didn't, because I would have played him last season. He didn't have a club, so I brought him in at the end of last season, and it's not even coming up on last season's transfers either, so I don't know. But anyway, this season, Tommy McDermott has played 5 games for us. He's got an assist. He's a decent midfielder. He's the guy that I've brought in, the only player I managed to bring in before that the transfer embargo was brought onto the club, and I couldn't sign anybody, which is rather annoying, because I had 16 grand in the wages to sign other players, and I ain't been allowed to do it at all. So, yeah, Very frustrating, but we're just going to have to work with what we already had. I did manage to lock down quite a lot of players for longer contracts, which is great. Cardwell sticking into the team as again from obviously a good season last year with 34 goals. He's got 5 in 5. Step up? What step up?
Yeah.
He's loving it, Harry Cardwell. So keeping him around. He's playing up front. We've changed it ever so slightly, so we've got a bit more solidarity. That's the word I was looking for in my midfield. And yeah, we'll see how this one plays out, because at the start of the season, I've had a bit of a better time than what Dad has.
100%. Yeah, you got a couple of wins in there, so
Yeah.
that's good, really.
I even did quite well in the cup until Stoke knocked me out on penalties, but we got wins against Chesterfield, we got wins against Mansfield, and in the Virtue Trophy against Oldham. But I've got another draw against against Carlisle, sorry. Lost to Gillingham, and obviously that draw with yourself. So I'm really happy with that start of the season, considering I haven't been able to buy anybody. Sat in 10th place. You're very precariously down the bottom at the minute, Dad.
Yeah, I didn't have a good start, so yeah.
So yeah, you got Barnet and Mansfield to hopefully be worse than what you are this year.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's have a look then. Season number 3. First season where we're both in league football. This is kind of where I remember these two teams being. So we need to push on from here. I don't really want to do back-to-back, because that means I'll struggle even more the following season with my basically National League side, because I've only added one player. So let's see what happens. As soon as Dad played his first game in September, his Southend side was back in form. The tactical tweaks had worked, and if it wasn't for that bad start and a little rough patch in October, he could have been looking at an automatic promotion spot right now, as Charlie Kendall continued to score goals for Dad, leading the way with 11. The most shocking part of the season in the League 2 campaign was how well my Morecambe side was playing. We picked up a couple of losses here and there, but Cardwell and Aziz were doing exactly the same thing as what helped us get promotion from the National League, and the step up seemed to not affect them as much as I thought it would. And we were flying in second place and just a point behind Salford in first, not to mention 6 points above the playoff spots, which Dad was hoping to get himself into. The second match against each other didn't arrive until March, and at the very least it was a much more entertaining game than the 0-0 draw that we started off the season with. Morecambe took the lead and then doubled it with a fantastic work down the left hand side from Williams, but Dad did manage to pull one back for his Southend side from a deflected shot, but it ended 2-1. Despite that loss, Dad's Southend side were much better in the second half of the season and really pushed for promotion as well, just missing out on the automatics. And with a game to go, Dad secured his spot in the playoffs while I secured automatic promotion to Sky Bet League 1. The semi-final was against Rotherham, and in the first leg it was a back-and-forth match where Rotherham took the lead twice, only for Dad's Southend to pull back level each time. However, a big second leg 2-0 win at Roots Hall, and Dad's off to Wembley to play in the playoff final. Funny enough, it was Carlisle who Dad had to face, who of course were promoted with him in season number 1. A fitting clash that all things considered, but Dad didn't want to fall behind me after taking the first season lead. But with the scores tied at 1-1 after Carlisle's equaliser, that's when Southend stepped up late on, scoring in the 83rd minute of the match to regain the goal advantage, then secure the win with a third to join me in League 1 next season. Well, it went down to the final day, but congratulations, Dad.
Oh,
You're joining me in Sky Bet League 1.
What a great season for both of us.
Not bad at all, is it?
I'll take that late go fest there, love.
Yeah, a couple of goals from Feeney and Fenton there to get you through to the playoff, well, through the playoff final and into Sky Bet League 1. Great season for
Carlisle
us.
as well, they come up with us, so I'll take that as a good win really for us.
Yeah.
Probably in the league. 90
points I finished on. You finished on 75. Carlisle were the team in between us. Salford went on and won it with 100 points. Walsall with 96. I was nowhere near them. I was going to leave my own towards the end of the season there. Just 90 points, just chilling there. Automatic promotion. Happy days. We're all good. We both leave and Exeter stays. Unlucky, the scum. So yeah, we're going up. I can't believe it.
Oh, it was a big bonus, really, but it makes it a little bit harder for us, really, because I don't think we've got a good enough team to be in the League 1, really. So
no, I'm
going to take it.
You've had two seasons in League 2 and been able to make transfers. I've had one signing coming in, they don't even count it. So going into this
Good
year,
season for you, really.
yeah, I mean, it's giving you a big wage budget. You might be able to flick around with it and have some transfer budget as well, but it's kind of all the recruitment that you're doing in this level is very much free transfers as much as you can, because you don't really want to spend the money that they do give you.
No.
And I'm pretty much the same. If we're looking at mine, I mean, 28 grand. It might not. We don't even have our full budgets yet because it's right after the playoff final. But I'm exactly the same. Got 28 grand in the wage budget available. To give you an idea, then let's have a look. I can't even move it still. Look, I can't even move it.
Yeah, it's probably too early, isn't it?
Yeah, Oh no, it still says because of the financial fair play. So I might need to wait for this season to tick over before I can even do it.
Yeah.
I hope, because else I stand no chance.
No.
Next season, not being able to sign anybody. We'll go on to yours instead and see if we're able to maneuver your transfer. You've got quite a few. Yeah, you got. Oh, hello. You could have two. Well, you could have about $1.5 million if you wanted to. But a lot of that, I would probably suggest you'd be better off using in the wage budget. But it's there.
It's there, yeah.
It's there if you need it. Good promotion. Let's look at the squads then and see how they perform throughout the season. Charlie Kendall was once again your best player.
Yeah, well done, Charlie.
30 goals from him. I did think Alfie Hutchinson would be a little bit higher than that in the goals, but he's had the best season in terms of rating for you on loan.
Yeah.
And the other signing that you brought in, Roman Egan Riley, a bit disappointing, I guess, possibly.
Yeah.
One assist, not...
But then he done a role for me, didn't he?
Back, yeah.
He's centre back, and I've got promoted, so I can't ask for no more than that, really.
Yeah, true. But yeah, Charlie Kendall, 30 goals. Is he good enough for the next standard, though? The next step up?
You look at that, you don't think he's a
Probably
30 goal player, do you?
No.
In League One. Or in
Sorry,
League Two,
Charlie.
I'm sorry, Charlie, but I'll bring you along for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not just going to dump you, Charlie, so don't go worrying about it.
Yeah, famous last words.
Let's not
see.
30, so you ain't going to worry about it, is
No, that's true. Let's see if my team is going to be any good for that following season. Harry Cardwell again, 29 goals. He was my top scorer for 2 years in a row. I don't think Harry's going to be good enough. But again, I don't want to get rid of him. I'll probably just look to bring in somebody to replace him as the first team, and we'll go from there. Miguel Aziz has had a good year again, but is he going to be good enough for that step up? He was definitely my best player this season, so I would like for him to stick around. And then, obviously, Elijah Dixon Bonnet was also really good for me. Again, this season, 17 assists.
Yeah.
He had the highest amount of assists from that centre midfield position. But again, we are looking at the same team almost from what I had in season number 1. I really need to do something in here. And hopefully they allow me to do that going into season number 4, because else I think I'll be in big trouble. I was buzzing to be able to sign players again because my scouts found an amazing Wonder Kid new gen in the Leyton Orient side with a very small release clause. My dad also struck gold too because a new gen come through his youth academy and grown into a top player already that he could potentially use this season. But with more additions to the lineup, I made some tactical tweaks again that would get the best out of my new signings. One of them being a new striker in Oliver Boast, who is only 19 years of age and is a starting player for us, cracking pace with good first touch and finish. And he certainly hit the ground running once the season got underway. What a run from the edge of his own box. Dad was also excited to see what Frankie Molyneux could do on his debut, and he scored a deflected long-range effort in a 4-1 win. And Dad's Southend was flying at the start of the season and currently sat top of the league as the transfer window closed. It's been a great start for you, Dad. Sat pretty.
I'm not going to moan about that.
Top of the league.
Yeah. I'm really pleased with that. I didn't change the tactics, so because of the last season start, when I did change the tactics, I thought, no, I'm not going to change it. Stay as it is. Just try and improve the squad. That's what I've done. Hey, it's worked. Top of the league. I'm going to take that.
Yeah, so good start to the season now after 5 games. I'm happy with mine as well, because if we're not down the bottom, then we're all happy days. But we had like a weird thing in our well, I was eventually been able to make transfers. I found an absolute gem of a new gen for quite cheap as well, which we'll have a look again in a second. But I mean, the guy in your youth academy, and there was another goalkeeper that you sent out on loan.
I've got
That's
a goalkeeper coming free. He's only 17.
Yeah.
So I've sent him out on loan, but this guy, 18.
Frankie Molyneux.
He looks really good, doesn't he?
He looks brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, I've done the New Gen Face Pack. Have a look at FM Trek's YouTube channel for the New Gen Face Pack.
Looks good.
It does look really good. 18 years of age, he is already valued up to nearly £4 million. Natural fitness of 15. Already that's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic technique. What a player.
I mean, he's playing in the role in midfield as well as one of the hardest positions for a youngster to be coming into a team, I feel.
Yeah.
But he's going to be locked into my team. I'm going to put him straight in. I'm not messing around with this guy. If he can do it, he's going to play. So I'm putting him in.
He's got good player traits as well. Plays 1-2s, comes deep to get ball. They're not showing the other one, which is frustrating. What is the other one? Tries long range passes. I mean, as player traits go for a centre mid, kind of spot on. He has a fairly professional personality.
Yeah.
5-star potential compared to your squad. If you can keep hold of him for a couple of years,
he's going to be with me for a few years now.
He could make you a lot of money.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
They're probably not... I mean, it would be amazing. Lovely fairy tale story to be able to take him all the way to the Premier League with you.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's probably something you're going to look at and go, that's someone that when we get to the Championship, we cash in on.
Yeah.
And that brings in 3 other players.
I could be looking at someone like 30, 40 million, couldn't I?
I don't... Very optimistic to get 30 or 40 million pounds.
You've heard it first. You've heard it here first.
Very much doubt it. But let's have a look at the rest of the transfers that you brought in, as well as, of course, then we'll have a look at my my new gen, because you made quite a lot of signings.
Yeah, I
this
did.
season.
Didn't spend a lot of money on them, so just the wages. So yeah.
Yeah. So some really good players that came in on free transfers. Pedro Milan's being one of them. A lot of them are just... I'll skim through them quite quickly because, I mean, this guy's good. Alfie Linsky, good winger.
Really
young
pleased
as
to get
well.
him in as well, yeah.
Couple of loans as well that we've picked up here from West Brom being one of them. Bristol City getting Luke Skinner, who's not a bad striker either.
Nope.
And the other loan signing there is Lecky Drake from Sunderland. Good centre-back down through the spine there, the centre-back and striker one.
Yeah.
But more free transfers. Max Merrick, another good goalkeeper.
I needed another goalkeeper. I think I lost a reserve keeper. So this guy's going to fit into that role quite well and push the first team goalkeeper all the way.
Yeah, so he's decent. A couple of other free transfers that ended the transfer window because you were constantly just like able to put more money into wages.
Yeah.
Charlie Penman, because obviously we've seen how much you could have gone up to, like 1.5 million. Instead, I think you were quite smart just bringing in bodies. Charlie Penman, 22 years of age, good potential.
Yes.
Should be a quite good player. I mean, starting off attributes, unbelievable. If you worked on his physicals, he could be a class player.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So he looks really good.
Left-footed as well, so that's the hardest position to get them as well.
Yeah. Then we got Jamal Mohammed, who's another good centre-back. 6'6" with 16 jump and reach down this level. Lovely stuff. Can't beat that. He looks really good. Miles Pert Harris. Great sort of attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Option, not on a free transfer.
He's
again.
white footed, so he's going to be the opposite side to the youngster that I had into the team. So
yeah,
ideal for that position as well.
Yeah, and then the final one, the most expensive in terms of wages, because you had quite a lot of wages left, and then this guy became available, and then he all disappeared. Because Fabio Tavares, you might recognise, used to be a bit of a wonder kid. He's on $7.5 grand, which is a lot compared to what we were paying just 2 seasons ago. But of course, he come through, I think it was when I recognised him, when he was at Coventry and he was playing quite a lot in the Championship. And then he's had a bit of a downward turn since then, found himself at Junningham last year and had a good season for them. Now finds himself at Southend on a free transfer.
Yeah. Very
fast, good off the ball, good dribbling, good finishing. Not bad for a winger or a striker.
Can only get better from coming to Southend, I feel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, looking for a good season with him out in the wing.
As you said, you haven't changed the tactic.
No.
But you're locking in Molyneux into that left side of centre mid. I think that's a wise choice.
Yep.
Because a lot of times you've been one to spoil youngsters' careers by just never giving them the game time. Just
it's
simply
worth the
by
gamble.
forgetting them.
I think it's worth the gamble, really, to stick him in, really, yeah. Like you do say, I did, now and again, I do forget when I do get a youngster that's worth a gamble. So I'm going to take my chances, Tom.
Yeah. So is this the goal? There it is. Neil Jones is the goalkeeper. So 15 reflexes. Not bad to kick things off. He did have a 5-star potential ability as well. There it is. 5-star potential ability in this team. So right now he doesn't look amazing, but if you're looking at just goalkeeping attributes, agility 12, positioning 12, reflexes 15. All right, these could be higher.
Yeah.
But for a 17-year-old goalkeeper,
one-on-one's
not
11's not bad for seeing he's only 17.
Yeah.
I'll take that as well.
And he's out on loan, getting first-team football at Farnborough.
Yeah.
So he's played 5 games and he's got a clean sheet already. So good for him going out there very early on in his career. Now, we've seen, obviously, the results that you've had at the start of the season. Some really good ones as well. Bristol Rovers 4-2, Warsaw 3-2. Only a couple of games lost, which were in the Cups, which is absolutely fine. Drew to Colchester, which was the only points that you have dropped. So a very good start to the season. Huzzah, I was able to make some sign-ins and I was buzzing about it. So I made the most out of it. And as you can see, then I had 300 grand left in the transfer budget and I was unable to move it because of the financial fair play thing. Again, very frustrating because I could have signed a lot more players. But there we go. We'll have to wait for now. Anyway, we signed quite a few players. Now, compared to obviously the no signings that we made the season before, very happy to be able to do so. We've got a striker coming in here in Kelvin. Definitely not going to pronounce that last name, but he is a very good target forward. 6'3", good jump and reach. Not bad in the air, but he's better at, obviously, when the ball gets up to him. I think he's going to be a bit more of a provider. However, he has scored 5 and got 2 assists in 5 games. So it's a cracking start for him because he's also quite quick and strong.
He's hitting the ground running.
He has indeed. So then we've got Tariq Bakinson from Leyton Orient. That's not the Wonder Kid, but I did buy him from Leyton Orient. So Tariq Bakinson has come in. I bought him because he's got really good physicals. In midfield, good physicals, good stamina. Technicals are a little bit lapsed. Not bad mentals, just a very good squad player to bring in, I think. Sam Long from Bromley, really happy with this. New goalkeeper. Come out of nowhere, to be honest. Bromley were letting him go on a free transfer, or he didn't want to stay, and I think he's fantastic. Star player, only 25 years of age as well. Oliver Boast, here's my new striker. Whoa.
He wouldn't come to me.
No.
I tried to get him in and it come up just totally not interested. So, Morecambe, you got something more than I got.
He knew where
he obviously didn't want to come down to Essex, did he?
Yeah. So, he must be a northerner. Where did he come through in his career? Spurs. Ha! Hilarious. No, he was originally at Leeds. Yeah. So, as we can see there, he was originally at Leeds. But, yeah, I've signed him. Free transfer. Not bad at all. Oliver Boast. Great physical attributes. Great determination. Scored 3 already. So, both my strikers have hit the ground running there. Then we got, who's this? Oh, he was on loan at you last season. Yeah. Roman Egan Riley. Seeing that he was going on a free transfer and seeing that you weren't doing anything about it. So I brought him in myself. And he goes straight into my starting 11. 2 more before we look at the Wonder Kid. We got Nathan Smith, another centre-back coming in. Bit more experienced centre-back, 32 years of age. And remember, I haven't been able to sign any players for so long that all of my players have either left the club or they were National League standard. So I needed to even bring in substitutes just to fill my bench up. And this is a very good player to bring in, I think. The mental attributes and the physical attributes alone are worth bringing him in for his experience. And then the other side was Ed Francis, a good centre midfielder who can also play defensive midfield. Again, very experienced, 28 years of age, kind of an all-rounder. Exactly what I wanted. But the main man is Alistair McIntosh. 70k I paid for. 70k. When I seen that he was 70k release clause, I was like, talk about spending money. 70 grand for Alistair McIntosh.
Yeah.
18 years of age.
He looks good, doesn't he?
God, he does, doesn't he? Natural fitness and stamina. His only real weakness is his physical attributes at the minute, but that's something obviously we can work on. And with game time, he's got great potential, very good technique, fantastic mental attributes for his age, to be fair. Unambitious personality.
That's it, really.
You say that the good thing about unambitious personality is if he's got high professionalism but he's unambitious, he'll want to stay.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the Premier League. I'll stay here. I like it at Morecambe.
Well, there you go. You might do.
Yeah. I get to watch the VC every now and then when they wrestle for Odyssey Pro Wrestling.
That's got to be worth it then, isn't it?
As tag team champs. Well, you know. So there we go. Alistair McIntosh, who is English. I imagine he's got some kind of Scottish heritage as well. Has joined from Leyton Orient for 70k. Now, match squad, if we're looking at it, looks a bit like this. Now, I haven't locked him in, which might be a bit of a mistake, but he was playing games anyway in rotation, so I'm kind of happy just to let things play out. But as you can see, I have gone for a target forward as well. And I think this season, I just want to survive. So I don't want to risk anything, you know, locking in a youngster and then ever progressing. We've got him locked down for a few seasons, three-year contract. If he survived this season, then if he didn't play enough games, I can lock him in and keep him, and then we've already built around him then. We know we can survive. I just don't want to waste the opportunity of going, oh, let's lock him in now, and then, oh, we're relegated and sacked. And it costs us the job. So let's stick with the experienced heads, give him game time when we can, then work on his development after.
I'm a bit nervous now that I've locked my player in.
He was good though.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
He was very good. And he come through your youth academy, it's kind of like you owe him it.
Yeah, I do, yeah, really.
I'll pay 70 grand for it. You probably have a nice sign-on fee.
I think playing in the midfield position, there's 2 other players around him that can help him as well. So.
Yeah, you got 3 in midfield. I'm only playing 2. So, yeah. Okay, so I've had a good start to the season as well, as you mentioned. I have dropped a couple of points. I lost 4-1 to Huddersfield. Big club in this league.
Yes.
Very big club. Also drew to Wigan, which isn't a bad result, really, or Portsmouth. Three of the biggest clubs in this division, I'd say. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it at all. Defeated Walsall 4-1. Defeated Wimbledon 3-0. So, Carlisle 4-2.
The last cup result was really good, I feel.
Yeah, through on the cups.
Yes.
On penalties as well.
Against West Brom, they're a big side.
Yeah. Miguel Aziz is still featuring every now and then too, which I'm pleased with. He's got two starts, 3 off the bench, so I don't want to, again, lock him in, but he's still knocking around, so that's 2 divisions up. Still keeping with some of the core players there. This is an exciting season.
Yes.
Season number 4. Let's see if we can survive in Sky Bet League 1. But let's see first. Let's go back to that, sorry. Let's see first where they put us, because although you are top of the league, the season preview puts us 22nd and 23rd.
Looking at that, you got no chance.
Yeah, 300 to 1. Only Stevenage is lower than me. Portsmouth are odds-on favourites. The 3 relegated sides of Watford and Reading, 2 of them are in there. Bolton is the other one. And Argyle, who reached the playoffs last year, is in there at 5 to 1 too. So, yeah, some big clubs, but they do not rate us at all.
Nope.
Which is kind of funny. Is that... Argyle signed Karabashvili, which is the wonder kid. That's crazy. That's so mental that they've got Karabashvili. Fair play, Plymouth Argyle. Free transfer as well.
Free transfer as well.
He is like the wonder kid that everybody's going on about, and Plymouth Argyle signed him.
We wish.
It's almost like we were the managers of it, because that's something that I would try and do. Because he's unbelievable. He is.
Yeah, 19. He's that good already.
I mean, he's a left back. The Dream 11 have got him playing centre midfield. That's how good he is.
There you go.
Oh no, he's centre back. Sorry.
Centre back, yeah.
That's crazy. I cannot believe that they got him. Unbelievable. They should be going up. That's mental. But see if we can join them or just survive. All I want to do is survive.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no point going to the championship just yet. We'll be absolutely terrible in it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. No idea what changed, but Dad's form dropped and he didn't win a single game then until the 21st of October in the league against Stevenage. I actually had the opposite, where my Morecambe side started a real strong run and then went into a rough patch going into December, which was about the same time as when we then had to face Dad in the home fixture. And annoyingly, he had just started a good run of form and he took the lead, but we came firing back from kickoff to equalise just a minute later, only for Dad to make it 2-1 a minute after that, and only 10 minutes was even on the clock. And a 4th and final goal went in 5 minutes before half-time as Tavares sealed the win for Southend, which goes completely against where we both sit in the league table as well, as it drops me out of the playoff spots in 8th place while Dad is down in 16th. Oliver Boast and Kelvin up front for me at Morecambe tried their best, but a lot of the team around them simply weren't good enough, and as much as I hoped we would stay around those playoff spots, it was always unlikely. Dad's run of form didn't last long, and although he never got sucked into the relegation scrap, he never really climbed back into the top half of the league table either. But at the end of the season, he still gets to bragging rights till next year as he wins 3-2 on the final day of the season against me. Well, he beat me on the final day of the season, but it was all good. We were safe anyway. You were fair, well, look at that, loads away. 12 points away from the bottom anyway, so although you were down in 16th, nowhere near the drop.
I'm not worried with it. I'm just pleased that I've survived, really. I think that's a good season for both of us, really.
Yeah. I'm actually managed to finish in the top half.
Yeah, it's good.
66 points. So I'm really pleased with that. I can only have finished 11th as the highest if I did beat Dad, so that's absolutely fine. Somehow Plymouth Argyle, with the best wonder kid on the game, did not go up. Missed out by a point. and then couldn't go through the playoffs, which is, that's rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unlucky for them. Now, if we're looking at the across the whole season, the most goals was from Sam Fountain, who is at Blackpool. I wonder if any of our players were there, because we put in some good players recently. Is any of our players up there? Doesn't look... Oh, they've got Oliver Boast.
Yeah.
Oliver Boast with 18 goals in 36 appearances. Again, we don't know why the age is there. It makes no bloody sense.
Two down as well. That one with the really hard name to pronounce.
Kelvin. Yeah, Kelvin, he's up there too.
Yeah.
So both of them with 18 goals. I'm really happy with that. That's not too bad. Southend player there, Luke Skinner.
Yeah, I've got him in 13 goals. I'm happy with that.
13 goals, but yeah, not bad at all. Very good indeed. So, I mean, in the end, the Carabao Cup, I got to the 4th round before Sunderland knocked me out. Which is what it is, isn't it? The Virtue Trophy, Salford managed to win that. We didn't get anywhere closer than that, and Portsmouth knocked me out of the FA Cup. So, we're not really looking at cups at this point. No. You were in the 1st round by Wigan, 2nd round by Watford in that one. So, it's all about just surviving the leagues, because again, this is the race to the Prem at the end of the day. Those cup competitions are just an afterthought until we get into the Premier League. Let's see then, squads. So, how are we chilling with the team? So we got 16 goals here from striker who was on loan.
Yes, that's the only thing I'm disappointed about. That I'm going to have to get myself another striker.
Yeah,
so that's the only thing with loan signings, isn't it? Really, if they're really good, you think, oh no, I'll lose him.
Never fall in love with a loan.
No, that's a problem, isn't it? So
yeah,
but he done a job for me, so
he did.
I'm pleased with that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Fabio Tavares had a terrible time, look.
Yeah.
Had a terrible time. Dropped off in terms of ability. Was it... so injury-wise, he's been out for 4 weeks there, a couple of 2 weeks, which was last season. So he hasn't really been injured. He's just not really done that well.
No. That's a bit
which is weird.
Really,
He looked like he was going to be one of your best players.
Yeah.
The two best players, I think, is obviously your two centre-mids that you brought in. Miles Pert-Harris and Frankie Molineux. He's developed.
He has, yes.
Oh, I'm excited to see his valuation, Dad. 8.4 to 11 million.
Well,
oh, you're almost touching that 30 million mark you mentioned.
It's on its way up, isn't it?
He's unhappy.
Oh, come on.
Wants to move to a stronger squad.
No, not already. Frankie, come on, boy. Stay with me. I'll take you all the way, Frankie.
You've got him on a 2-year deal for now. Oh my God, he looks so good.
I'm going to have to just keep offering him a new contract and try and make him happy again.
I don't think you'll want to.
No, I don't think you will.
You might have to cash in earlier than what we thought, and then we just follow his career.
Maybe. I definitely won't get rid of him this season, so it could be looking at 20 million next season then if I have to get rid of him too.
He might be a player that you have to get rid of now and then eventually, like, rejuvenate with later. Reunite later on when you take Southend up a little bit more. Well, bring Frankie back
when he comes begging to me.
I can't get into the Newcastle team.
Yeah.
Frankie Molineux. I'm very interested to see how his career plays out.
Stay with me, lad. I'm going to take you all the way.
That's going to be quite a funny one to see. But some good players. I mean, overall, you're looking at the ability of your players. You've got some decent players in there, but you will be having to replace Drake and Skinner, who, of course, play quite a lot for you this year. You haven't got a lot to play around with now.
Is it too early, though? We're not into June
Might
yet,
be.
so hopefully it's because we're not into June.
Could
Fingers crossed that it's that, really.
But we're in the lower leagues, they tend to give it to you earlier.
Yeah.
Which is why we come back earlier. But we'll have to see. Now, my Morecambe side, who somehow struggled with loads of money and then gave me loads last season. So I don't know where this is coming from, but financial fair play is kicking my ass at the minute. Now, goals-wise, Oliver Boast, great signing coming in. He's only 20 years of age as well. Good potential. And I've got him locked for another 2 seasons too. So... yeah, 22 goals. Really happy with that. He looks like he's getting quicker too, so happy to keep him until hopefully we can get ourselves promoted as well and see where we go from that. Now, my youngster, where is he? So Miguel Aziz still playing games. That's fantastic. Did he play any? I really hope he did play, because I'll feel bad if he didn't play at all. Alistair McIntosh, there he is. He didn't. He didn't play a lot. I think it's worth locking him in next season, because he'll probably do what your player did and jump up. Now that I know our team's really good enough to survive, and I don't think I'm losing that many players from my first team out of contract. I think I went through and made sure my contracts for the team that I was playing most of the time was kind of secure. Yeah, so you can see I've only got like Ben Williams, who's a left back who played quite a lot, Lewis Payne, who played quite a lot off the bench, and Jordan Gabriel, my right back, who I remembered would only sign a 1-year deal, is going out of contract. But that's not the end of the world, to be honest. We still got a good side here and could field a good team for another year. So I think it might be worth the risk putting him into the team and just playing him. I should have made him available for the youth team, really. That was a mistake on my part. Recruitment. We've been given 300 grand in the budget, but it's whether they're going to allow us to move it across. Because last time, we weren't allowed to do that. Adjust the transfer budget, and again, cannot be adjusted because of financial fair play regulations. So that's 2 seasons in a row at this point. I have been unable to move that, and I really hope that changes soon. Because that's going to bother me if we can't do anything.
It's like trying to play with one arm tied behind your back, isn't it? You got this money, but you can't use it properly.
You can't have it. It's 300 grand if you want to spend it. Brilliant. You can't though. Oh, all right, fair enough. Well, just don't have it there then. That's really frustrating. But there we go. We're going into season number 5. You do not want to miss what happens because we've got some extra interest with a couple of young players that we've managed to pick up, 2 centre midfielders. So make sure you are subscribed and you do not miss the next episode when we come back for season number 5.